400 metres, and they're off for the King's Cup. And Tawarek just drops out last of all as they make the dash for the first turn. It is Bonds Boy who makes the running with Recovery Run right there with the leaders. So too is Simsia, Tall Order. Just in behind them comes Takaria. As they round that turn, Harbour Spirit is racing currently in mid-division as they go down the side of the course. With Encourage got the red jacket, yellow cap up along the inside. Further back to Zagato as they find their stride. Rayanpur is towards the back. Rayanpur is at the back of the main pack, and several lengths long last is Tawarek. Going now past the 1800, and it is Bonds Boy in front, but being taken on by Recovery Run as they round that turn. Those two are about a length in front of Simsia. Then comes Tall Order, a length and a half further back to Classical Wave as they round that bend now to go down the back straight and past the 1600 metre marker. Back in mid-division is Encourage, who's being followed to the outside by Harbour Spirit. Spot the yellow jacket. Behind a wall of runners towards the back is Rayanpur, and last of all is Tawarek as they go now halfway down the far side to the final 1,000 or so. The running being made by Bonds Boy, Recovery Run, and Tall Order. Simsia to the inside, locked away, being chased then by Classical Wave, and then comes Takaria, Harbour Spirit, and Courage. Zagato gets a shout as they leave the back straight behind them, and then comes Mars Landing, who's being followed away from the back straight by Rayanpur, and last of all is Tawarek. So heading now towards the turn in and the final 600, and it's Bonds Boy in front. Bonds Boy being followed by Recovery Run. They're split by about a length and a half away. In third spot is Tall Order, and then zipping up the inside and now being driven along is Simsia. Meanwhile, Zagato's looking for a nice seam and gets a bit of daylight. Zagato with the white cap entering the final 400, and it's Zagato who takes over, but running on down the outside is Classical Wave and David Egan. It's Zagato from Classical Wave. They booted on from Recovery Run, and meanwhile Encourage is trying to stay on, and Tawarek from off the pace with work to do, but Zagato's got a couple of legs on them. It's Zagato from Encourage. Zagato the winner of the King's Cup. Encourage second place. Back in third position coming from a mile back was Tawarek, who was a few lengths clear then of the others. So Zagato has won it. Number 12, Zagato, has taken the top prize this afternoon, the King's Cup. And that horse who settled down in mid-division, maybe slightly worse than midfield in the early part of the race. Off the final turn, it was Bonds Boy, the front runner, who led them in from Recovery Run, and then came a Tall Order. Down the outside, Classical Wave made an effort, but just look at the gap. Neil Callan, he didn't need a second invitation to get that gap at the 400 metre marker aboard Zagato, and Zagato's kicked on. David Egan gave chase in second place with his mount, Classical Wave, but he was always...
Well, let's have a word with winning jockey, who is celebrating hard. Well done, Neil Callan. Just giving Sheikh Sultan a big high five, Neil. Well, you're celebrating. That obviously meant a huge amount to you.
Yeah, look, it means more to these people here, and for Sheikh Sultan himself. You know, to be winning the King's Cup on their own turf, it's a big win for them, you know. So my celebrations are for them, really.
And how confident were you heading into the race with Zagato?
You know, when I won on him last start, well, he really impressed me the way he quickened, and he improved from the first run when he was second to Classical Wave to the next start. I think he improved like so much, and then I think since then he's just kept improving. The pace was relentless early, and I just rode him for luck, go down the inside, because I knew he'd have the gears to get himself out of trouble, and he just come through them like a knife through butter. He was, you know, I'm just a pilot. The horse is, you know, he's a very good horse.
I think you're a little more than just a pilot. This your first season, spending the whole winter out here. Therefore, great to justify it with victory in the biggest race.
Yeah, and I suppose that's probably where my excitement comes from. You know, I'd never ridden here before. I spent 10 years in Hong Kong, and I'd never even met His Highness Sheikh Sultan, so to come here and have the season we've had from my first time here is just unbelievable. It's great.
Well done, Neil Callan. Well done to Zakato. Well done to Sheikh Sultan, His Highness Sheikh Sultan there, really enjoying the celebrations. Well done to Hisham Al Haddad and Fawzi Nas, and all connected with the winner of the 2022 King's Cup, sponsored by Bapco. Well done to Zakato. So we come to the trophy presentations for the big races this afternoon. We'll be presenting the King's Cup for the Arabs, the Al Mathak Mile, the King's Cup for the local breds, and the King's Cup for the imported horses. And it is very much the Fawzi Nas show. So congratulations, a clean sweep for Fawzi Nas, receiving then the trophy from His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the personal representative of His Majesty the King, is Fawzi Nas. Alongside him is Dr. Abdulrahman Juwari, Executive Director of Bapco, receiving the trophy for winning the King's Cup for the Arab horses. So, Hela Zoreya. Now it's the turn of Abdullah Fawzi Nas, Fawzi Nas's son, to receive the trophy on behalf of his father for Usaini, winning the Al Mathak Mile for jockey David Egan. Congratulations to the Nas family. Our next cup then is the King's Cup for the local bred horses, and Fawzi Nas receiving this one for Pulsar, who was pulsating under Adre de Vries. Congratulations, victory in the King's Cup for local bred. And last but not least, we've just seen a magnificent victory for Zakato and Neil Callan, winning the King's Cup for imported horses in the colours of Al Muhammadiyah Racing. Zakato, the very much the standout winner, and making his way to stage to receive these beautiful trophies is His Highness Sheikh Sultan Adin bin Mohammed bin Salman Al Khalifa, owner of Zakato, very much a big supporter of racing worldwide. Well done to His Highness Sheikh Sultan, winning the 2022 King's Cup. So let's hear it then for the winner of the 2022 King's Cup for imported horses. Well done to His Highness Sheikh Sultan Adin bin Mohammed bin Salman Al Khalifa, winning owner. And here comes the winning trainer, the man that has dominated the day, Fawzi Nas. The clean sweep of big races. A momentous day for the yard, and completed with victory by Zakato in the King's Cup. Well done to all the team there. And Neil Callan coming up, very much part of the team, as the whole family are. Sheikh Sultan, all his brothers, very much supporters of the sport. So well done. Let's hear it one more time then for the winner of the King's Cup, Zakato.